Spoilers. Should be live. Triple D's Oh Dear Diner. Best cupcakes in... I like this town. Were you able to find me? I found myself. What's the matter? Are you synced again with the TV? Do you want to be? Wasn't that what happened last time? Is when you synced it to the TV? Yeah. Hello, hello everyone. Oh, I didn't even see that you caught that. Yep, as cupcakes. Alright, you guys ready? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear the game okay? Techie tech.
she's in the other room. Oh, Alan. Okay, gotcha. As Rick Sanchez once said, and away we go.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Pickle Allen. Taken, that was a good movie. I have a very specific set of skills. I will find you. I have this weird feeling that, like, he's an alcoholic and he had already
Honey, I'm home.
He got
Back
into
here,
it.
sweetie. How was it?
Hey, I was talking.
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
But I was like, he's an alcoholic. He was driving with her in a car,
Hey,
and he got
handsome.
into a wreck.
This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
See, in the other room, just like I said. He did. Stephen King preferred cocaine. He did large amounts of cocaine. Turn on coffee pot.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Dang, it is really coming down out there. Ooh. I'm exploring.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Dude, that's terrible. Please do not recycle. Okay. That's sent. Sorry, I'm just looking around. Got a nice place. Oh. That's cool. Hey, there's a QR code in here. Oh. Alan Wake, Return to Cinder. What I Can't Forget. Alex Casey. The Things That I Want. The Fall of Casey.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
That is straight up a Max Payne line.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd
That
gotten
was
my
a
revenge.
Max Payne movie or
It had finally
song.
caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Yeah, that is straight up Max Payne right there. Great game. Yeah, interestingly, the reference "Late Goodbye" is actually a song from Max Payne.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Ooh.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan! Please check the fuse box!
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Trying for miracle number 2.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Great, fantastic.
Okay, my head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Wow. He's very enthusiastic about fishing. Proper lifting techniques to avoid pain and injury. You honking at me, Sheriff? Because if you are, that makes me go slower. That's how you know.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Oh, that's great. Okay. What do we got here? Have you seen this man disappeared 6/20/07, identifying features, knack for winning contests. Richard Baugh, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller. On a camping trip, overdue, haven't been in contact. If you have seen them or know their whereabouts, call 555-9932. Thank you.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The
Nope.
battery was dead. It's charged now.
Hey, look, the same fuse box that was at the house. It kind of looked like Jared from the subway.
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing
Mr.
stupid,
Wake, can I help you with anything?
We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up. You can get to the back lot through that door and down the corridor, Mr. Wake.
Is that a kitty cat right there? Looks like a kitty cat right there.
Hey! Hey! I need more light in here.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really trashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Uh-oh.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Give me some light! Hey! Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're alright. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See? Sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now.
Alright, I'm
Here's
listening.
the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Alright. That was some stuff.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
I told him.
Here we go.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Proceeds to not do any of that. Ooh, thermos.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep.
Yeah.
Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the Sheriff's Department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
I was getting there. Come on. Oh! He's got a powerful kick.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Ooh, interesting.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
A
Whoa.
writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow, I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Oh, hold up. I gotta take a look at... The skeleton of the Colombian mammoth. This specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from the La Brea tar pits in 1981. It was donated to the Elderwood National Park in 1998 when the Colombian mammoth became Washington State fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. It's pretty cool.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself.
I know I sound crazy. That's why I told you.
What, you shot a guy, and his
Excuse me.
body just disappeared?
Almost knocked
When was
the
the
chair
last
over.
time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week. And someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that?
I don't know what it sounds like, but
Don't get me wrong.
you're gonna
It's a
tell
good
me.
story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Oh,
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
I got you.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Did the dog go get stuck in a bear
If you
trap?
have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a
Yeah.
little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Yep. Still looking for the way.
Look, Al,
Wow.
you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms.
Well, you
strapped to
say
their
it out
beds,
loud.
wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Okay, let's go then. The wife has been kidnapped.
Crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay, okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Batteries. Coffee. And then out the door we go. Bird.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with your spirit every step of the way, Al. Watch the door now.
Locking the door now. Oop, manuscript page.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Yeah, I think that was pretty spot on how he acted up there.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
You can't jump scare me. Is there anybody home? Can I knock? Ooh, revolver ammo. Nice. Let's see what the radio has to say.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
I saw that.
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. Oh. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Yeah.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Did you guys see the shadow man walk past the window? 'Cause I did. And reality's broken. I want to go on the swing. Swing physics. Pom pom. Checking out the cabins. Oh. The window's broken. What are those? Birds? I see birds in there. Alright, let's kick the door. How'd the bird space through the door? Hey, we get a new episode.
But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially
Moose.
in Night Springs. The Man in the Mirror.
That's a Michael Jackson song.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Alright, guys. We saw Night Springs episode 2. I don't think so. What's up here? Do not feed wildlife. Okay. Whoops.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Obviously, Rusty's no Alan Wake.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Whoa. Visitor center.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming!
Please, help me! Anybody? Help me!
What the heck happened?
Can you hear me?
I'm coming.
Hello?
I'm coming.
Back here. I'm back here. Hey. Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Where's the office?
Shh. Good boy.
Oh. Outside.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Whoop.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken rib stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Whoa.
At the last instant, I changed
Yo,
direction
did it?
and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Alright, how do we get... How do we turn back on?
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with glowing patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Whoop. What is this stuff? Shadow? What are we... I'm kind of getting some Hag Dead by Daylight. Having a...
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Maybe it was the mammoth. Never mind, still there.
Please don't feed the animals.
I wasn't feeding the animals.
For those visitors who purchase a park fishing license, obey at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never. 2 bears and wolves. Never approach any other wildlife closer.
Wow, he's fast.
Pets must be leashed at all times. Never leave your pet unattended.
even... You may. Even simple berries!
Oh man, I was trying to dodge that. I'm terrible at dodging. See? I died, sorry.
Rusty!
It's not as intuitive as you think it should be.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
I like to hear the darkness.
Just need hunting my senses.
There we go. That didn't work.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Obey!
The park ranger's instructions.
At all times. Fishing!
Joe!
Purchase a park.
Ooh!
License. Never. Two bears and wolves. Never approach any other. Pets must be leashed. Never leave your pet unattended. It is
against the law.
You missed. Wow. Headshot. Wow, that's a lot of ammo. You know, getting into a boss fight when they give you a bunch of that. What did the trees do to you? Who is it?
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Does anybody want a peanut?
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Aww. I did try. Oh, it's dark down here. Let's go. For your safety, stay on designated hiking trail. Let's immediately leave.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Entering Moonshine Cave. That sounds fun. Can we go in there? We can! Moonshine Cave. Site of frequent bootlegger activity throughout the Prohibition, 1919 through 1933. I found a hidden cache, guys. I got my shotgun back. Alright. And a flare gun. Where did this take place? My guy cannot run. I'm surrounded. Got him. Is there one stuck in there? I got more stamina than he does.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart, too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye. Okay, so this is the direction. The Great Old One.
felled by lightning in 1937. Dude! Why are you throwing that stuff? That's dangerous. Shotgun. Yeah, that's really their only weapon. They just throw stuff at you. I want to go through it. Nope. Nope. Ow. There we go. Right. Wow, there's so many.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Hey, I see a thermos over there. Yeah. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to go that way. I'm supposed to go this way. Bear alert. What if it's sleeping? It wouldn't be alert. What's up here? I outsmarted you guys. I went the wrong way. Ooh. I dodged that. I can't see him throwing stuff behind the big guy. Alright, you guys are going down. Come on. Come at me, bro. It's all good. Come on. Bro, I'm pushing the dodge thing, come on. Okay, could have gone better, but I'm still alive. Lover's Peak is this way. A hiking trail. Huh. Noise. Dates from 1846, the year of the Oregon Treaty. That's a big piece of wood. I don't think I would be able to push this. This thing would be heavy as all get out. No, I think the game physics are on. It's supposed to be in here. Oh, you gotta...
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Ooh, a new character is introduced. Hey, that's where we're going, is that beacon over there. Getting Resident Evil 4 gondola ride flashback. If they start throwing hatchets at me, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is totes Resident Evil 4. You might want to get up, bro. You got him with the flare gun.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up.
Where'd you come from? The dodge mechanics don't quite work. It's a good thing they're mostly melee users, otherwise this guy wouldn't survive. See, I dodged that. You can try shooting him, that might help. Dude, you can't hit the broadside of a barn. Gee, bud.
Up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back. A little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. A little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it. Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
You're kind of an asshole.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
See, I dodged that.
That's right.
I got the dodge mechanic on something that wasn't even gonna hit me. Good thing this guy has unlimited ammo. He's gonna need it. Can't hit anything. You suck.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her and I'll...
Yep.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
This guy's touchy.
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure... On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign. And nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now. Out my next move. Rusty had warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
I thought it was a manuscript page, but it just dawned on me that I caught them all. So you're not supposed to step in that. Can I shoot it? Ah! I can shoot it. It's a waste of bullets, but... It's just cool that I know that I can. I walked backwards because I wanted to see what was behind this area. There's nothing. Sorry, I get sidetracked. Oh, my goodness, there's a lot of bear traps here. I'm doing this to help other people not end up in the same boat as Max. Oh, there's more. Oh man, there's just a bunch of them. Okay, that was the last one. Hold up. Oh no, there's a bunch of them. Never mind. I might need these. Okay. Oh, they give me more anyway. So, if I don't go that way, which way do I go? Ah, up the tree. Ah, he hit a tree. See, I don't know why that guy was missing so many shots. It's not that hard to hit him. Go down, big guy. There we go. Very cool.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Ooh, a hunting rifle. Nice. Oh, once I go down, I can't go back. Down we go.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here. It was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Looks like I can get up here. How? How do you want me to do that? This guy is not Spider-Man. He cannot make that jump. Whoops. None of those things are what I was trying to do. How? Okay, I got a puzzle on my hands. How the heck do we get... like so? Ah, interesting. So if I push that out of the way, you get this. I figured it out. Now where am I supposed to go? I'll follow the... Okay. Now what? Oh, just go down. That makes sense. Get off me, bro. I don't swing that way. Dang it. Wrong weapon. I thought that was me. I I know. I'm trying to get to the end of this section. It should be pretty close to finishing this up. I thought I was your favorite YouTuber. See, I dodged that. How do I know where to go? I don't. It's weird. It's kind of linear, but then a little bit of exploration. I just hope I'm not missing anything important. From now on, guys, the flashlight is going to be known as Magic Missile. I cast Magic Missile on the darkness.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am very lost. I thought he was gonna jump there and he didn't. That made me look weird. Alright. Once more. What the hell, dude? My guy has no stamina and can't jump. That I get that, but dang. Oh. Hey, we did it.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Oh, fun. Flares. Throwing us. You know, out of video games and stuff, Barry has been one of the few people that have changed his mind the quickest about weird shit going on in a game. He's just like, dude, you're nuts. You need to be in a straitjacket. And then 30 minutes later, he's like, oh, no, I totally believe you. This game's actually kind of humorous in one point. My dad had a saying when we were watching movies and stuff and people would do something really stupid and I'd be like, why in the world would you do that? And he would say, because it was in the script. So all of this game is literally that. The darkness. The darkness wears her face. Oh. That doesn't sound good. Okay, we should be getting it. Oop, should be getting to the final little boss portion here.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Oh, really? just came up from there. Okay, I see it right here. Oh. Nope, I saw that coming. Woo! That hunting rifle packs a punch. Where? Oh boy. Where's the chainsaw guy? Nice. Hunting rifle to the face works. Alright, this should be back.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Alright.
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods. I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Okay. Let's see. Go into the bathrooms. Not to be confused with the back room.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You can hold nature and yourself.
Nope. Business. So I get a car now? I just get to steal someone's stuff? Man, this guy has no... Oh my gosh, I get to drive. Come on. Yeah! Oh, I have a battery life, okay. Oh, this is a cool game mechanic. Get out of the way. Whoop. Wasn't where I needed to go, was it? I think it's here, right? Yeah, I'm just now seeing it cycling through the old text for some reason. We might have had a dip in the internet. Sorry. Yeah, those thermos on accident. Sweet. I'm kind of lost. Oh, there's a freaking marker on my map. I'm stupid. Over here. Got it. So it's so close. I think it's gotten pretty close to synced up now. Oh, there's the road, duh.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Nah. Ooh, you guys are aggressive. Oh, you guys don't like the light, do you? Haha.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife? Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, I get you.
You are really assuming that he has her. Oh, that's a lot of birds.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
So glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
You gonna, I don't know, let me in or something? Rude. I see you. Try to sneak up on me. Come on. How many of these things do I have to take out? I was anticipating that move.
Open the door now. They're gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
But you did.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
There you go. Yep. Part 2 is complete. Thought you were getting there. I agree, Chips, I agree. I like the song. Somehow I doubted Chips. I think it's going to be one of those 3/4 of the game and it's finally starting to get pieced together. It would have helped if I hadn't died so many times, but the controls are just a little less responsive than I would really like it to be, but at least it doesn't take away a whole lot of progress. Yeah, the game is fun. Let's see. Sorry, I was just letting the song play out. Nice. Alright.
Previously on Alan Wake.
So, thank you so much, guys, for dropping in and watching Alan Wake. Are you guys still enjoying it? Is it as good as you thought it was going to be? It would. Well, according to him, it hasn't even been written yet. How did you lose an emoji? Cute fresh. It's just gone W. How do I bring it back? Well, hey, Ness Ness. Are you yelling at me? You want to say hi to everybody? Ness Ness. You want to say hi to everybody? Give me one of your roars. Aw. Hey, love bug. The ancient one has spoken. Thank you guys so much. This has been a very interesting way to play a game like this. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it's
My
way
game
off.
just stopped. Like it just got to this.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can hear it. Love you guys. So for now, we put the pen down and walk away from the pages, and hopefully we can push through this writer's block the next time when we start part 3. You guys have a great rest of your night. Good night, everybody.